G'day and welcome back to Down the Shed with Byron. Now, I've accidentally brought something that I shouldn't have. Now, my mate DJ from Automotive Carnage and I made a bit of a pack that we wouldn't buy cars this year and get stuck into some of our projects. Well, I've been given 2, and I think I've accidentally brought 3. But I'll put the count down for DJ. If he's brought any, we'll find out. But I don't know, what do you do? It's a $500 car. Do you buy it or you let it go? Byron, do you want to buy this? I reckon he had it all set up, trying to bloody make me crumble. But it's a 2000 model VT Commodore V6. It wasn't a barn find, it wasn't a shed find, but it was found under a patio. Been parked up for about 5 years. So this ended up being someone's grandpa's car that got parked up. I think he may have lost his license, but I could be wrong. When I rocked up, we had a flat tire, but I went around, pumped them all up, so it made it easier to push, because I was initially thinking the fuel pump would be knackered, the battery's definitely knackered, but you wouldn't believe it, it started. So the battery I was using to pump up all the tires, I just connected it to the car and thought, let's give it a go. I probably should have checked oil, probably should have checked some other stuff, but I didn't really care, because at the time, I just wanted to get it home. Turned it and it sort of locked up initially, like row, and then stopped, and then I gave it another go and it started. Had a little bit of a lifter noise, but once oil pressure built up, bang, that went away. And I was spun out. Like, a car's been sitting for 5 years. I haven't had that much luck lately with this kind of scenario, but it was mint. And with the old girl running, I was able to just get in, drive it back and load it onto the trailer, which saved so many headaches of trying to push the thing. Anyway, I'll give you a bit of a walk around. And it's a real pity that the paint job is slightly knackered, because with a decent clean, this would have come up all right. But I'm still going to give it a pressure clean a bit later, and we'll have a look, because this potentially could be the big fella's first car. Except I said to him yesterday, what do you think? And he's like, nah. Who would like that for their first car? A VT Commodore. Series 2. Tail lights are all broken, so we can't use any of that stuff if we are parting it out. I'm meant to be working on that thing, but yeah, looks like Grandpa's hit everything in the shopping centre. And the typical Commodore clear coats come off, which is a pity. This was full of leaf matter, but going down the freeway, it pretty much washed off. I already gave it a pressure clean, really. All right, let's have a look under the engine bay. Woo boy. So after we had it running for a little bit, there was a little bit of smoke coming off of it, which would be just the residual. Looks like rocker covers could have been partly leaking. But check out those coil packs. They're like the OGs, originals. Now, what I've found so far is with a battery connected, looks like we've got about 144,000 kilometers on this old girl, except I think it's had a couple of different repairs. Battery looks replaced. Front strut, I have a feeling that's been out. And let me know if you know how I can tell. That little washer on top there, aerial's knackered. The interior, besides me throwing a bit of stuff on it, it's got Grandpa's woolly seat covers, but the seats, I reckon, are gonna be absolutely mint, especially this passenger side. Because I'm pretty sure Nan wasn't jumping in and out of this thing. On the driver's side now, let's have a look. And it's one of those things where it actually has got that look of 144 kilometers on it, because like the plastics are looking still newish. Let's have a look at this driver's seat. Now, imagine if this was a Calais or something. This would be just primo. Like, you'd be absolutely loving finding this thing. Now, the other thing I was hoping for, nah, bugger. Dash is broken, but it's not bad. The OG radio, center console, stock standard. Back seat, I'd be very surprised if anyone's actually sat in that. Those seat belts will still be new. Oh, look at the roof lining. Mint. I know, bugger. Anyway, just got the battery connected up to my spare, and I'll show you what it's like. Start it up. There we go. I think the trip meter might be knackered. 144, 411-ish, I think. There we go. Quiet. Well, we got. There's surely going to be some condensation coming out of the exhaust. There was yesterday. I think with a young fella P-pay to bloody tune up, should be alright. But the engine, now I've had it running, it's actually quiet. What have we got? We've got a leak up there, or is it just corrosion? Corrosion. There's a slight rattle there from something, possibly a water pump or an idler. I don't think we've got any coolant, so I better not run it for too long, and I reckon that cooling system would need a really good flush. Well, could be a good project car for someone. It does sound very, very healthy. A typical Commodore rev up. Woo! Now I think with a bit of a clean up, this thing would be okay. Probably take a fair bit of work and a couple of bucks to get it over the pits, because here in WA, you literally got to take it over as a brand new car. But what do you reckon, guys? Parts car or something to get back on the road? My initial idea was to use this as a parts car, or take it out to DJs for a bit of fun on the farm, but we do need some parts for the VTSS there. What can I use off of this that can fix that? But that's a future project down the road. I got it off the trailer now, just doing a little lap of the backyard, and yeah, the brakes are obviously all rusted up, but I think I've cleaned them off now, and it doesn't seem, yeah, it's a bit how you're going, but definitely needs a set of spark plugs. Started, what do you call it, pinging then, but that'd be the bad fuel too. Starting to get a bit of a smoke out the exhaust now. I also haven't got a battery in it, so the alternator's doing all the effort. So anyway, let's park it up and have a look. I think I've brought myself a parts car. It's just, I think it might be too far gone, but we've got a nice fuel cap that could help safety grandpa out with these VX. We've got trim parts that we could use on the SS. Roof lining, I realised, is knackered at the front, but at least we can get that one trimmed and then throw that one straight in. What else have we got? Mirrors maybe, headlights, at least we can pull them out, detail them. We've got a grille. What else have we got over here? We've got another mirror. We've got some stockies. I think that's about it. And then see if we can help anyone else out that might have a VT Commodore that may need something. Oh, we've got a diff out of it too. If we can get that back to Adelaide, we could help grandpa out with the VX. Otherwise, we could probably just rip, tear, bust the parts we want out of it, take it out to DJ's farm and have a bit of fun. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this Friday Arvo video. I've got to get stuck back into that VR Calais now. I've started off part 8, and for anyone that's still watching this video right now, we've taken the seats out of it and taken them down to Dan's, and he's looking into trimming them for me right now. So yeah, all right, enjoy your weekend and take it easy. See you when I'm looking at you.